Hey y'all, Fat Man Outdoors. I want to do a little quick video this morning and show you something that I use in the shop a whole lot, and that's a sonic cleaner. This one is a smaller version. It'll hold a gallon of water. It has a heater in it built in also that heats the water up to 80 degrees Celsius, which is about 175 degrees Fahrenheit if I remember correctly. I think I paid about $110 for this off of Amazon a couple years ago. I've used it a lot. They're really handy. Any small items that you've got that you need to clean and get grit and grime and grease off of that's in tight spots and hard to clean, you can put them down in this. You can put jewelry cleaner and water in it and put it in there and clean your jewelry. You can clean just about anything that'll fit in it really well as far as taking up just grit and grime and grease off of it. It won't take stains out unless you put something quite a bit stronger in there, maybe like Simple Green or something like that. That's a pretty powerful cutter. But if you just want to take away grit and grease and grime, regular old dish soap, liquid dish soap will work just fine. What I've got in it right now is a bunch of the Martini Henry 577 450s we shot the other day in our video, and I'm going to drop it right down in there and drop those. I've got about 15 of them in there, and you can see the soap suds in it. I'm going to close the lid up. My temperature set to 80 degrees Celsius, so I maxed it out. And I'm going to set the time to 30 minutes. I've got the heat already turned on. It's up to 29 degrees, but it'll keep coming up through the cycle. Then I just push that on. That sound you hear is actually the cleaner putting sonic waves through the water. You use those sonic waves to clean all the grit and grime and grease off the stuff that's inside. So I'll let this cycle run, and when it's done, we'll come back. I'll show you how it works, show you what the water looks like. That's going to amaze you. The stuff that it's going to take off that you're going to see in the water. So we'll be back in a minute, and well, for me it'll be 30 minutes. But we'll be back in a minute for you guys, and when it gets done, then we'll show you how it works out. Alright y'all, I'm back. Our cycle's finished. I'm going to take the lid off this thing and you'll see the steam come out of it. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot, hot. That's very hot. I don't want to put my fingers down in that water. That's why I didn't fill it all the way up, because the handles for the basket are just barely above the water. I'm going to bring the camera over this thing though and show you the watercolor that's in this thing after it ran. Look at that. That's some nasty looking stuff. You can hear it. Thing's hot. Now let's, I know I'm going to burn my fingers doing this, but we're going to give it a shot. Oof. Whew, that's hot. That's hot, hot, hot. Alright, I'm going to pick up a couple of these brass cases and pour the water out of it. Let me get you up here closer where you can see better and see what the water looks like that comes out of these. Man, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. Look at that. Did you see that? Just black. Here's another one. Look at that. Whew. Man alive, that's hot. Whew. Now I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to, because I got a couple of these that are standing up in here. I'm going to shake them down. I'm going to put them right back in here. Let them go flat. Then I'm going to put my lid. Look at, I'll show you this right here. Look at that droplet right there of powder that it took all the inside of those cartridges. It's amazing what this thing will do. I'm going to turn it back on. set my timer again. I'm going to let it run for another 30 minutes at high temp. Now that it's got all the way up and it's running real hot, and I'll let it run for one more 30-minute run, and then after it makes that last run, then I'll wipe the brass off and show you a little bit what a couple pieces of this brass looks like. We'll be back. Alright guys, we finished our cycle. We've got them washed out good again and on the second run of 30 minutes at 80 degrees. We turned them off. I wanted to show you one of these and see what they come out looking like. Look how bright and shiny that is. If you can, I don't know how well you'll be able to see down in the neck. It's going to be darker down in there. It's just black powder. It stains up brass. It's hard to clean them to where they're 100% bright. I mean, you could maybe take some steel wool and put down in there and knock them around or something, but mine usually don't. They don't stay with powder in them long enough for that to make much of a difference. Usually what I do is when I shoot them, I drop them down in a solution of 50-50 of water and white vinegar and deactivate the parts of the black powder that are corrosive, and that way it doesn't damage your case. But as far as cleanliness wise, I mean, that's near about what you're going to have if you have a case coming out of the box, and that's good. These things are very handy, guys, and it's not a great big expense, and are easy to operate, and they'll help you in a lot of different stuff. But appreciate y'all watching. This is the Fat Man. I'm gone. Hey guys, if you liked the video, hit subscribe. Don't forget to click that bell so you get notifications the next time we put out a video. Appreciate you. It's the Fat Man. I'm gone.